Woptober 2 by Gucci Mane. It's October, so you know what that means. Another Gucci Mane album. This is Gucci's second album this year and the 15th studio album overall. Is Gucci oversaturating himself? Is this album any good? Here's our honest review of Woptober 2 by Gucci Mane.
It's October, man.
It's October, yo.
10/17. It actually dropped on 10/18.
Yeah.
But
Why
you
was
can
he
argue
late?
10/18, huh?
Why was he late?
I mean, because it was Friday. You know, I guess he didn't care that much. Gucci Mane. We haven't done all his joints that came out this year.
I don't think so.
Nah, we definitely haven't. The last time we did Gucci Mane was last year. The joint where he was standing on a car on the cover.
Yeah.
The name of the album is slipping my mind because he dropped so much and we review so much. How you feel about this album artwork?
I thought it was funny when I first looked at it because just of the pose and everything like that. And then I found out it was actually the picture for his collaboration with Gucci.
Yeah, all of them are.
Oh, okay. So
there's one where he's in a pool.
Yeah. So I thought it was cool. I was just like, I don't like the font that he used for his Woptober and Gucci Mane though. But other than that, I like the shot just because it's a comical kind of shot to me.
Yeah, I actually like the font that he chose to use. I actually think it's a pretty dope cover just because, like, it's just Gucci Mane just on some other shit. Like, this is not something I'd expect Gucci Mane to take as a cover art for his album. You know what I'm saying? He looks super friendly, Mr. Rogery-ish with tattoos, but he'll slap the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The flow of this project, man. The flow of this project is Gucci Mane, but it's the new Gucci Mane, the clear-speaking Gucci Mane, the Gucci Mane that actually has thoughts that he's trying to put out through his lyrics where the stuff he's saying actually makes sense to me. That's the Gucci Mane that this is right here, and I enjoy that Gucci Mane.
Yeah, I thought it was a little mix of the new Gucci and the old Gucci, which I'll get onto, but I feel like it's a clear gauge of his sound and how it's evolved.
Highlights, man. Look, richer than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
When this joint first came on, I was just like, Young Boy NBA. He's actually a little bit better than I remember. Like when we did his joint a long time ago, he was trash.
He was clear and concise on this joint. Right here.
I was just like, yo, he kind of killed that joint, man. And Gucci came on, did his thing. I like the hook. And the baby, he did what he always do, same old flow. But that's just what he do. Big Booty featuring Meg Thee Stallion, man. They sampled. I want to say that's Luke. But I'm not sure. Hoochie Mama. The joint from Friday, man, when homegirl got out the car.
Big booty on.
Yeah, bump with it. Yo, where Craig at? Oh, he in the house. That part. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the song right there. Meg Thee Stallion did her thing on that. They got a really fun video for that.
Okay.
Tootsie featuring Lil Baby. Not a fan of the hook, but my man Lil Baby came through. He did sound like he was mumbling a little bit towards the middle of the verse.
Mumbling.
But I don't know what it is about that dude, but I like him. It's like, normally I'd be up here like, yo, he's trash, get him out of here. But Lil Baby is dope. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. He just breaks the mold for me. Big Boy Diamonds. Let me skip that one. Came From Scratch featuring Quavo. That joint was dope. It actually sounded like a Migos song, but I actually enjoyed that joint. Move Me. I don't know what it is about this joint, but this is actually one of my favorite songs on the project. He sampled the damn People's Court music. And that joint actually came out really dope. Buck in the System, I really like what Kevin Gates brought to that song. WAP Long Way and Takeover. Man, Take Off and Pee Wee Long Ways going back and forth. They straight smashed it. I thought that was actually really dope. And I like what Gucci brought to that song as well.
Yeah, man. Starting off with Richard and everybody, I was like, yo, Young Boy sounds good on this. It's just a bop with it and just the way.
I'm going to have to check out his new album because I've been saying he was trash since the first project. It sounds like he's getting way better.
But I really liked his cadence and flow on that. Gucci was dope on that. And the baby, I liked his verse, but he did do the same thing he's normally used to doing. Big Booty with Meg Thee Stallion, yo, I thought that was dope. At first, I wasn't rocking with it.
Really?
But the more I listened to it, I was like, yo, this sample, this beat is dope. And the way they rap on it was really, really dope. Came From Scratch. I like the song, but I can't say I like Quavo's parts.
Really?
It's just, it's familiar, you know? That's the only thing.
It's definitely Migos formula.
Yeah, so that's the thing. But I like what Gucci did on that. And then WAP Long Way Takeoff. I love Takeoff on there.
He was
and
definitely
I
the
feel
strongest.
like they should have gave him a longer verse.
He was definitely the strongest on that
Like
song.
just and even when him and Pee Wee Longway was going back and forth, like I like that dynamic, but I just kind of felt like they gave Takeoff just the last I don't know how many bars he had.
Nah, he had a couple bars up front.
No, he didn't. That was all Pee Wee.
Nah, it wasn't. He said there's something about the red dot on your head. That
Was
that
him?
was Takeoff.
Okay. Well, they should have gave him his own bar, own verse, whatever. And I think it was last night. I just liked the vibe of the song. I thought it was cool, and OJ the Juice Man and Young Ma brought a real nice element to the song.
Well, low lights. I will agree with you that last night has a good vibe, but Young May or Ma, whatever the hell his name is, trash. Trash. Go and throw him in the dumpster, man. That dude was trash. Ops and Adversaries, I wasn't really rocking with that. Bucking the System, I wasn't really feeling the dreary beat, and I wasn't feeling the way Gucci initially came in, but Kevin Gates kind of brought me back up. I wasn't really feeling highly recommended. Break Bread, I thought was really bad, and then Time to
The
Move, I
story
wasn't
behind
really
that
rocking.
beat, though, right?
Which one?
Break Bread.
Nah.
That's the beat that he paid Metro $1 million. Remember when he paid him not to retire? That's the beat that he did.
You should have paid him $1. Shit, nah. You don't pay $1 million for that. At least if you can pay $1 million, go get Timberland and tell him to put Justin Timberlake in it. At least you know it's gonna go like $20 million.
Yeah.
That right there, nah, that's a waste of money. I mean, you got it. You definitely got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought Gucci actually came out the gate with some really solid songs on this project. Big Boy Diamonds, I wasn't really feeling it. I felt like Kodak Black brought the song down a little bit. I will say that he had a couple bars, but I just didn't like the way and the words he was choosing to rhyme. I was just really annoyed, and I'm just not really a fan of Kodak Black whatsoever. And but aside from that, I mean, that's pretty much it for me. I just thought the end of the album ended up kind of weak, because soon, like, the first 7 was really solid, and then you get to the last few, and number 10 is the only one out of the next 8, 9, 11, 12, 13 to me was on a weekend.
Well, now I'm not the biggest trap fan, so just I'm not hating on Gucci or nothing like that, but I'm just talking about the sound. And when I say that, it's just the sound, the production on this album I thought was strong, but when it comes to the formula of like how Gucci raps and everything like that, I think I'm just personally over it, that sound. Especially when it got to like Move Me, Ops and Adversaries, highly recommended, because I felt like that was the old Gucci sound, and that's not a sound I'm really big a fan of. Like, I never was a fan of old Gucci at all. I'm kind of more like the new Gucci sound, kind of sort of. So like, I don't know. It's just something about Gucci and the trap scene and everything. Like, it's just so formulaic. Is that the right word? I don't know. Formulaic that I just can't really get into it, because it just, I don't know, it's just something about it that's just like, okay, this is dope, got the beats, that's just what I get with most of this album. I felt like Richer Than Everybody, Big Booty, Came From Scratch, Bucking the System was like the only things that stand out, and WAP Long Way Takeoff. But then when you get Tootsies, I couldn't stand that song. Move Me and Big Boy Diamonds, of course I couldn't stand that because of Kodak Black. He brought that all the way down. Move Me, I thought like it had a good production, but I just didn't care about the lyrics. I didn't care about them at all.
Really?
I didn't care about the lyrics in Ops and Adversaries, highly recommended. Time to Move and Break Bed. Like, I get it. Maybe it's just not for me, but even when I'm trying to think of it musically, it just don't sound good.
Final thoughts, man. Like, I think Gucci Mane put together a solid project here. Came out the gate with some really solid songs to begin with, but he ended on a really low note. I felt like if he would have just kept the same energy he had for the first 7 tracks, I would have been really into this project. Will I visit this album a lot after we review it? Probably not. I'm not the hugest replay Gucci Mane type song. You'll barely ever see me just randomly playing Gucci Mane ever. Maybe if he's on a song featured or something like that, but I barely ever go back. Like, and not only that, in a couple months I'll probably forget that I even reviewed this project, and I'll have to go back and watch this review to remember what I said about it.
Yeah, I feel like he created music for his fans as he does, and they probably go rock with it. But as far as like the sound overall, the album, I just came away bored. Whether if it was just like the first 5-6 songs minus the Tootsies and Big Boy, but hey, if it works for him, it works for him. His fans go rock with it. That's the sound. That's the wave. My opinion doesn't matter.
Final grade. Your opinion matters. As long as it matches mine, it matters. To me, at least. Final grade, man. Look, first 7 songs, Gucci gets a check. Last 6 songs, Gucci gets an X. So with that being said, I'm just gonna give it a dash. I like what Gucci brought to the table here. There's some songs here that I didn't feel like I really had to skip when I would start the album off. And when it ended, it didn't feel like it was too long, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. And I just like the fact that Gucci actually seems like he's like on his shit, like he's grinding, he's working, and he's actually getting some quality sound and music, even though he's constantly dropping.
Yeah,
that's technically a hard thing to do.
True,
but I'm not really like a Gucci fan. I'm not his demographic that he's aiming for to please with the music, but I can still appreciate it. So, like I said, I'm gonna just leave it at a dash.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to give it a dash. I feel you on that. Like I said.
Told you your opinion
matters. It may not be for me, but I understand this is the music that the fans want. And, Gucci going to keep working regardless of what anybody says. So
super fact.
Yeah.